Hi there, it's Ken with GatheringMagic.com, here with another match of playing on a budget with Storm. Hey, we have our full 25 minutes this time. Yes, we'd like to play first. Keepable hand, I'm not going to mulligan this. We have double Pyromancer, Ascension, Goblin Electromancer. No way I'm going to mulligan this hand. Even though I am a bit short on the lands, we are going to go right off the gate with going Gitaxian Probe, see what we're up against, and go from there. So he had to mulligan to 5. It's going to be a... That's actually pretty good against us. It's going to be UWR control. Definitely not liking this matchup at all. It's very hard for Storm, and especially not with the amount of Pyromancer's Ascension. I can definitely get rid of one of these or maybe even two of these. We are definitely going to get rid of a double Pyromancer's Ascension we're going to get rid of. We need to find that land. And anyway... Yeah, we have to hit this land next turn or we're pretty much screwed. I might bait out, if we hit a land, I might bait out a Spell Snare with the Goblin Electromancer. He's going to shock himself here, of course. But, yeah, and again, we're going to cast this for... Oh, I need that in my hand. No, we have to try. So we're going to cast this for 2. And he drew a mana leak. Arg! So, again, it's going to be... I think that Sleight of Hands is actually more powerful than... Oh, geez. Put the Manamorphose in hand. Put this on the bottom. Oh, I think we might just be locked out here, unfortunately. We missed our land drop in tons of draws there. Because now he's got the mana leak and the Spell Snare. And we are still searching. So let's see if he just mana leaks this. All right, we're going to get rid of a Desperate Ravings and a Pyretic Ritual. I want both these lands. And we're going to go ahead and just put this into play tapped. And maybe he just, like, misplays here. But without a misplay, we're locked down by the mana leak and the Spell Snare. Because at this point, I don't even think he cares about a Goblin Electromancer. So I think what we do is we just Desperate Ravings at the end of his turn. And see if we can eke out some sort of card advantage. And again, just hope for like a major misplay on his part. I wouldn't be surprised if he just electrolyzes me. And if that's the case, I'm definitely okay with that. Problem is that we're getting in pretty... close range to actually dying to just a few lightning bolt, snapcaster mages, and whatnot. So we'll see what he does here. I think he's just going to play the safe route with the mana leak. But if we keep hitting land drops now, we should be pretty good. We can still go off on one turn if we can bait out the counter spells. I wouldn't be surprised if he just leaks this. He does not, and we get rid of stuff that we... Actually, that's pretty good, because we hit another land drop. And if we can get this Pyromancer Ascension online, we could be good. And now I'm going to bait out a mana leak or a... Yeah, I'm going to bait something out with the Goblin Electromancer, because he's the most non-threatening card in the world right now. So probably Spell Snare it. Yep, sweet. All right, so let's hopefully... We know he has one mana leak in his hand. And the mana leak will not be able to get rid of the Ascension. So I think I go for it next turn. Because we know one of the cards. So it's going to be... We're going to cross our fingers here. See if he has it. Snapcaster Mage Spell Snare. Oh, joy. Alright, well, that's a thing. And at this point, I think we just Faithless Looting. Because we need to try to set up our hand. And again, he might just... I would have been... I think we just get rid of the Goblin Electromancer here and have quad Manamorphose. If anything can get us back in, it's that. And now he's just going to try to beat us down with Snapcasters. Does have the Mana Leak still. We do have another Faithless Looting in our hand to get rid of any excess land that we may draw into. But again, we got to be very conservative with how we do this. There's a Desperate Ritual. I think what we do is we just use a Manamorphose or Manamorphose. And we'll add a red and a blue, sure. And we'll Sleight of Hand here. Again, trying to set up our hand. And we'll do it again. See if he Mana Leaks this one. See if he Mana Leaks this. No, he doesn't. So we get rid of 2 Desperate Rituals. And we have 1 turn to do this, probably. I mean, he could just kill us here, in all honesty, with like, okay, 1's a Mana Leak. So if you've got double Counterspell in his hand, it's it. But I think we just go off on the Desperate Rituals. And maybe I should have actually discarded a... I do want to see that island. That's awesome. So it gives us another... So here goes nothing. Pyromancer Ascension down. Mana Leak, and if we Desperate Ravings, that'll give us 3. Is that the Mana Leak that's in his hand? I don't even think it is. So let's see here if we Desperate Ritual, that gives us the mana. I think we do Desperate Ritual here. Because then if not, we can Manamorphose if we need to. Okay, so he Mana Leaks that Desperate Ritual. That's awesome, actually. Other than we do get both Mana Leaked here. But I'm going to try to find something. An island. Well, we need to keep the rest of them in the... There's no Faithless Looting, no Desperate Ritual. Okay. Well... There's 2 Mana Leaks out of his hand now. And if we... Again, we have to find that 3rd Pyromancer Ascension. Or, I mean, at this point, though, we do have the Past in Flames that can get us there. And he's got rid of both his Mana Leaks. But I'm just 2 bolts away from dying, which is very probable. Or an Electrolyze and a Bolt. Well, we're going to go for it here. Definitely put that in hand. Put this on bottom. We're going to play this land. And here goes nothing. Because I believe this is my last turn. So storm count 3, 6, 9. Ugh, I want that bad, but we've got to put that on the bottom. Oh, geez, did I... Oh, I screwed up there. I think I did it the opposite way. I think what I do here is... we just Storm Count. Get rid of the Snapcaster Mage. Hopefully there's not a Restoration Angel in his hand. He's going to Electrolyze me to draw a card. And see if that's going to do it. And see if you had the Lightning Bolt this entire time. Okay, I think I stacked those right. Again, I'm just a Lightning Bolt away. But next turn I do have the Pass in Flames. And I wonder if Pyretic Ritual would have actually done it. So let's hope for a whiff. Let's hope for like a Snapcaster Mage. I mean, even like a Mana Leak here just wins it though too. So, well, we're going to Pyretic Ritual here. And go for it. So, see if he's got the Mana Leak. What could he have in his hand at this point? Snapcaster Mage, and he has no Lightning Bolt. That's hilarious. So, Snapcaster Mage targeting Mana Leak. Alright, so that's fine. So he casts the Mana Leak and we Grapeshot and kill the Snapcaster Mage and do some damage to him. Is what I believe happens. Because if we pay it, then we can't... yeah, we can't even... that's fine. So, I mean, I can Desperate Ravings and try to find something, but I think it's just Grapeshot here. If he's got another Mana Leak, I'm pretty much done. So here... and he's down to a 7. But again, he's just that one bolt, which there's 4 of in his deck away from winning this game. But it's definitely this is an interesting match or interesting game. Comes down to one draw here. Here it is. Nothing. So I mean, he could have another Mana Leak. Electromancer at this point, I think is just. I think we definitely just Pass in Flames here and go for it. See if he's got this Mana Leak. So I can't Gitaxian Probe as a problem here. I think at this point, Electromancer definitely is the right move here. Uh-oh. That was terrible. I thought I had another Manamorphose is in here. But apparently I do not. I think my Storm Count's still fine, though. So is the Desperate. Yeah. Oh, there's Manamorphoses, duh. There we go. Now I get to go through the entire deck. The Spell Snare doesn't do anything here. Alrighty, that is game. So go on to the sideboard. Defense Grid is definitely our buddy here. So is Blood Moon. I actually like Blood Moon in this matchup. It slows them down a lot. One of their win conditions is actually the Celestial Colonnades. And if you go Blood Moons, then it shuts those down completely. I also like Empty the Warrens because it doesn't have a lot of answers for Empty the Warrens. And the cards that I do not like is Goblin Electromancer. There's too much removal in this deck for Goblin Electromancer. He's going to bring in a lot of like cryptic commands and a lot of counter spells. I'm going to bring out a Faithless Looting and a Past in Flames. And we're going to call this good. And hopefully this will get us there. This is definitely a keepable hand with triple Serum Visions. And again, he has to mulligan, which is good news for us. There's the Celestial Colonnade. Like I said, that is one of the win cons, and if you turn that into a mountain, it really sets them back. So I am going to Serum Visions first turn. Ugh, there's all my islands. Literally all my islands, all 4 of them. But Faithless Looting will get rid of that. So we're going to put this on top and the Grapeshot on the bottom. We do not need it. And then we'll just slap a Defense Grid, unless he keeps up a Spell Snare mana. Well, let's see if he has it. And it does get rid of a Spell Snare. Because if he doesn't have it, yep, Spell Snare. Okay, that's fine. It gets rid of it. So now our Pyromancer Ascension is safe when we decide to draw into it. But I think I had to go for it there with the Defense Grid. He's probably keeping up both Spell Snare and Mana Leak mana. So there's a Blood Moon. Oh, that is so tempting, but it shuts us out of... No, it doesn't. Geez, so I bait out another counterspell here? I think I just Serum Visions. And we definitely want... We want both of these, right? And now I'll definitely bait out a counterspell. He's probably going to electrolyze me at the end of turn here. What? Was this a Splinter Twin this entire time? Well, I thought for sure this is UWR control. Let's see if he has it. Oh, he does not have it. He does not have it here, so I think I do throw out the Blood Moon here. This does not protect against the combo. Yeah, that's going to get mana leaked. I thought so. And he might just have another Deceiver Exarch. He's going to try to beat me down, Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, he's going to just try to go for the beatdown. But at this point, he's got to draw into a Splinter Twin, or it's over. So that threw me out of left field. I had no clue this was a Splinter Twin. Thought for sure it was UWR control, especially that Celestial Colonnade. It might just be a mix. He might actually have both in his deck. But now he's got absolutely no blue sources. And this should allow us to just go crazy here. Yep, this should be game because we can actually go... Oh, wow, I did that wrong. We can go Pyretic Ritual. And then Pyromancer Ascension. And I think we do go for it. I think we can hit enough here. And we can add red. Yeah, there's Gitaxian. Ooh. Which one? Oh, let's see. Cancel this. We'll Manamorphose this first in case we find a... Ooh, there's an Empty the Warrens. I could just go for an Empty the Warrens, but yikes. Okay, so I'm going to cast this for 2 life. Hopefully we don't just whiff here. Whoa, geez. Ouch. So I'm 1 land away from... But I miss completely. I completely miss here. So, he just needs to draw... No, he's still 2 lands away from that. He can still draw a Splinter Twin next turn. But that's all he can draw into. Because if Past in Flames doesn't do anything, yep, we just empty the Warrens here. Well, he can't win this, actually. Well, he's okay, though, is the thing. Because he can't Kiki-Jiki, even if he gets the land here. And the Blood Moon shuts him down. Jeez, look at these lands. Okay, so, but this should do it. Past in Flames. And then we can go the Pyretic Ritual. And then we can just start going... Whoops, did that wrong. That's what I should have done. And now there's 2 on there. We can go Pyretic Ritual again. And it should just be a scoop here. I think he's just hoping I mess up, which is quite possible. But then I can go, let's see. Another Manamorphose. We'll add some blue. Add some more blue. And this should get us up to crazy amounts of mana. Now we can just completely go through our deck with the Serum Visions. And I apologize about the wait here. This deck is... You got to do everything perfectly. You'll definitely put this on top. And instant speed, which is cool about these Desperate Rituals, before the other Desperate Raving hits, is we can cast them and add some more mana. And there's another Pass in Flames. At this point, we can just start casting these again. And that is game. Because I believe that is enough. Because what's our storm count? It should say our storm count. Which is, I swear, maybe may have to put it in the settings. I think there's a settings. That I have to keep track of storm count in the Magic Online settings. But we found the... We got the combo here anyway with the double pass in Flames. And that is it. Storm is really good when people don't have the necessary sideboard to combat it. And it's a very cheap deck. I mean, for 135 bucks, you can see how it's performing against these very expensive. I mean, there's more money right there on the board than this entire deck almost costs here. So anyway, we'll go on to the last matchup here. This is Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.